Earth is the cradle of humanity, and mankind cannot stay in that cradle forever. Which roughly translates to the planet's My ex-boyfriend was right about one thing. We need space. And you know what? There's plenty of it. Space is massive. There is literally a septillion stars and 100 billion planets. Do you know, it's actually a bit too big. Like I don't know who you think you are. I don't know who you think you are, Space, because you're not that big, because you've only got 6 followers on TikTok. So, you know, you're all that, and whereas I'm all like That's my TikTok. So we're going to read the stars for filth. This is actually going to be less reading and more observational humour. That was half a pun. Let's zoom out of this Earth because it's so boring and predictable. And let's get into Mercury. I guess Mercury has countries now? What? And one of them is called Shakespeare? This is wild. Oh my god. Moody? Get me on Hotel Trivago. Is she mean? Oh honey, haven't you heard? She's savage. You can explore all the planets and their moons on Google Maps, including Space Station, my favourite. Imagine travelling 800,000 miles and Mark Zuckerberg is still watching you pee. There's social distancing and then there's just being a slut for a wee bit of felt. Meanwhile at Amazon, Venus looks like the algorithm has targeted me and is trying to sell me more bloody eyeshadow that I don't need. Now in the category of interplanetary surfaces, it is Miss Iris Dorsa. Oh, with her mother, the Grand High Mother, Miss Tikioiti Dorsa. See, it's not hard to pronounce people's names. That's what's called being an ally. Did such a good job of that. Okay, back to my life now. I feel like I want to be behind this drag house's success, but the fact they live right next door to a Lonsdale is not giving me heaps of hope. Did she not play Brittany on Glee? I guess that's what happens when you cross the Michelle. We have Nyx Monsoon, who is obviously located right next to Filleting Fosse, because who doesn't love to give a little bit of head to Bob Fosse? Your blazing uninhabited inferno is beautiful. Yes, Notre Tesserae. That is my kind of gal. Kanye West before he was married, and Kanye West after he was married. This is 3rd generation House of Dorsa, where the standards have dropped and they let anyone in. Welcome to the stage, Dorsa Smirnov. She's a regional queen. She probably pronounces it regional. 14-year-old TikTok boys lip-syncing to Jared Leto might describe themselves as an e-dom. That was my impression of a TikTok. In fact, I'll show you. Here's my actual impression of a TikTok. That's it. Yes, Depressio Hell, my home away from home. Guys, this is why we need to help Syria. Like, cereal, look, I bet they don't even have, like, a mason jar bar. You know, I went to get coffee there and there wasn't even, like, that many bikes on the wall. Like, I'm not being funny, I'm genuinely considering calling this now a 4th world country. Because it's on Mars and that's the 4th world from the sun. Okay, for some reason, Booking.com has shares in Ceres? Why is it all hotels? What? These are your pores. And these are your pores on Krylon. The paint stick, not the planet. When you're introducing an act and you have absolutely nothing left to say about them, the innermost of the 4 Galilean moons of Jupiter. Europa, the home planet of Macaulay Culkin's 4 arms. In this parallel world, Tyra Sanchez actually followed through, and here she is, sitting in the ashes of DragCon. Hi guys, welcome back. I know we're all going through some crazy times right now, but I thought we could all dance together and stay fit with my new percussion-based dance home workout, Drum Skinny. This is a torture device used by Catholic mothers when your hair is sticking up before Mass. Digital call. Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back. I have some bad news, I'm afraid. Today I was so excited to review the new Jeffree Star palette. Unfortunately, I opened it up and you will literally not believe it, guys. This is how it came. Shock thumbnail. It does look like it's a really good product, but instead of reviewing it, I'm just gonna accuse him of something on Twitter instead. They didn't take a picture of Callisto. That's a melon. They just straight up put a cantaloupe in there and said it was a planet. Do you know, seeing things like this makes me question, have I reached a peak of loneliness that I would actually be willing to try dating on one of Jupiter's moons? Hi guys, welcome to Lacy. Is this your first time here? Oh my gosh, hi, well just let me know if I can help you with anything. Oh my god, it smells so good, doesn't it? I know, I just end up spending all my money back in here. Well just let me know if I can do anything. Remember, over here, I don't know if you've noticed, we've got our special Christmas set in right now. I don't know if I'm dissociating or if lust just really annoys me. Edinburgh Queens will tag themselves in anything. At Give Face Cosmetics, at Drag Bible, at Gas-Based Planets. The lengths that Harry Potter characters will go to distance themselves from J.K. Rowling right now. A lot of the landmarks in these planets have had pretty interesting names so far, and then you get to Mimus and it's just Gareth, Mark, Arthur, Morgan, and Lucas. Like, I don't know if these are craters or the next like series of characters to come from Skins. No. Elaine! Maybe these are just people that have donated all their wealth to Scientology. Like, maybe they did it. They're top tier fans. Well done, guys. So this exists out there in space, uncensored, but women can't get their nipples out in public. It's... oh look, it's Agatha Frisky. This isn't just Pluto. This is a melt-in-the-middle Belgian chocolate Christmas Pluto. Served in a man's hat. Do you know, guys, Google Maps is so impressive these days. See, if you just keep zooming in and in and in, you can actually see the veins on my forehead after I finish performing. Fresh off the boat, hot talapa. This is what I'm getting the second lockdown ends. Manoid? This sounds like J.K. Rowling trying to misgender trans men. Am I annoyed? I'm annoyed. I got 10 wins in there. It's making a racket because someone drank all the Capri Suns. And question number 7. Do women earn as much as men in the workplace? Is the answer higher or lower? Malunga. Agunya? Bumba. These all sound like old-fashioned names for tits. Oh, did you see that broad over there with a fine set of malungas on her? Wow. Oh yeah, I'd like to get a squeeze of horror gooners. Man, I'm more of a Bumba guy. Well, what have we here? If you think your map system is racist, check this parallel world in which the UK is literally the same size as Europe. Look at the stars, Simba. They get really emo the further out you go. Me at work versus the truth they all don't know. Yes, sir, thank you for calling. Let me just put you through to the correct department. Guys, the deterioration of Pluto is serious. It has already sold half of its surface area to Google. This is your back garden in winter, if you're a cat person. And this is your back garden in winter, if you're a dog person. For one night only, all the way from Brighton, we have a special guest, Crater! In case you needed any more reason to be obsessed with the fact that Pluto's moon is called Sharon, maybe just observe the fact that it's just an angry rabbi from South Park. I mean, we have no choice but to stan. Just Stanislavski. Call me a method head. I'm a tweet. I have 140 characters. Or less. Emilia, you mustn't leave your coat on the floor, for every time you do, the butler moans. Serenity Chasm. That's what your mother changed her name to after the divorce. Like, just no, it's my name now, just let me be free. I'm a tonsil whisperer, yeah. Uringe. Fee you, that was a lot of work, but also a lot of fun. Now that we've literally seen every last inch of space, you know, we can be truly thankful that we live on this planet. Actually, I want to live in Sharon. If you enjoyed this video, please, for the love of God, like and subscribe. I don't know if you realise, but if these videos that I do don't get enough likes, they aren't going to make another Guardians of the Galaxy film. And frankly, I've already got a lot of white guilt going on right now. I don't need the Marvel franchise on my conscience as well. Thank you for flying with Starship Lacy. When you're out and about, remember, give each other some space. Bye! Hey guys, real quick before we go, right now in the world there's a lot of people advocating for police departments to be removed within their cities in aid of the Black Lives Matter movement, but not as many voices are vocalising alternatives. So I'm going to put down in below a link to CAHOOTS, which is Crisis Assistance Helping Out in the Streets. They are a non-violent, council-based service that operates currently within Eugene. Last year they came out to 24,000 emergency calls, and in only 150 of them did they require police backup. As of right now, they are not getting funded anywhere near as much as the police, so I've also included a link to a petition that you guys can sign. If this project does well, it can become the blueprint for something that goes out into other cities across America, and perhaps here in the UK too. I'm also going to include a link to the Marshall Project's website, which acts as a kind of master post of different crime prevention alternatives. However, as you choose to support the Black Lives Matter movement, let's make sure that all of our collective efforts are constructive and compassionate. Now, give me some space.